Sardar Masood Khan. He's Pakistan's ambassador to the United States and joins us from Washington, D.C. Mr. Ambassador, good to have you on this program. The scale of this destruction is so hard to imagine. The pictures have been devastating from what we've been seeing. And it seems we haven't even seen the worst of it yet. Officials are still waiting for water levels to recede there. How is Pakistan coping during this devastation?
We are doing our best to cope with the situation, but we thank the United Nations Secretary General for his presence in Pakistan. And also, I also want to thank President Erdogan for leading the effort to mobilize Turkish society and government for extending support to the people. Here in the United States, we are getting response from the administration, from the Congress, from civil society, from the corporate sector. But to your question, how we are coping with the situation, the flood situation, the calamity is deteriorating by the day. Of course, there were these heavy downpours and this cumulative effect of climate change, which was unprecedented in the history of Pakistan. But now we have disasters within the mega disaster because this lake, the Manchar Lake that is swelling to 350 square kilometers. The Indus River itself has swollen. We have waterborne diseases. So, and these are accumulated calamities. So it's a very difficult situation. It's very dire, and we have resorted to our national ingenuity and resourcefulness to cope with the situation, but we would appreciate more assistance from the international community, and we need it urgently. And it is forthcoming, and as the United Nations Secretary General said, that the cumulative cost of 10 billion is too low. In fact, I mean, the total damages, loss and damages would exceed $30 billion.
And of course, along with this massive human cost, the cost to the economy is also being acutely felt at a time when the economy was already struggling, just like so many around the world.
Absolutely. I mean, Pakistan was vulnerable before the floods. We were facing food inflation, food insecurity because of the situation in Ukraine and also many other developments. Fuel prices had gone up. We were trying to scramble our economy towards viability. And we were succeeding. We were poised to succeed. But now there's this huge disruption. And I would say that we would, since our infrastructure has been dismantled practically in all the affected areas, as you know, that 1/3 of the country is underwater, and the road network has been destroyed, houses have been destroyed completely, villages and townships have become, either they have disappeared or they become dysfunctional. So we will have to invest heavily in recovery, rehabilitation, and reconstruction to bring our economy back on track. That's a huge challenge. We would rely on our national resources, but since these floods are a direct consequence of deadly climate change, we would hope that the international community, particularly the developed countries and the United Nations, would step forward to give climate support to Pakistan.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Pakistan, I understand, I mean, carbon emissions less than 1%, and yet there are so many richer countries that are responsible for this. And it's not just Pakistan that's feeling it. So many parts of South Asia are bearing the brunt of it. And it's expected to be even worse next year. How can Pakistan make provisions to prevent this kind of disaster, given that it's only going to get worse, not just next year, but in the years to come?
We have to prepare better. In fact, I mean, we have to regulate our construction sector, construction of houses. And then the drainage system, we have to develop better system for conservation of water and power generation so that we can absorb these excessive waters. that come every year. But this year's waters were beyond our expectations and beyond our planning. So this is one path that we would adopt. The other is that we will have to strengthen our economy, and we'll have to watch our population growth. When Pakistan came into being, this part of Pakistan, the population was about 35 million. Today it is 220 million. So these are the factors that we have to take into consideration when forming our next strategy for disaster resilience, particularly stemming the disaster that comes from these floods. But at the same time, since this is an international phenomenon, I mean, of course, I mean, these less developed countries have been affected more grievously. But there were heat waves in Europe, and there was this flood in Mississippi and many parts of United States also. There have been natural disasters. Pakistan faced the entire continuum. It was first you had the forest fires, then you had heat waves, then you had glacial melt, then you had these downpours, monsoon rainfall caused by these depressions in the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea. So, and this has played out, this catastrophe has played out before our eyes. We have to be better prepared. This is our national responsibility, but we would need the support of the international community.
Yeah, absolutely, indeed. Ambassador Khan, live to us there from Washington, D.C. Thanks so much for speaking to us.